Our moderator, Chuck Clark, has a few things to say. This is to announce that Saturday, January 14th, and then Saturday, January 28th, we're going to be opening up for a coffee. And coffee is going to be in the back room. Now, there's a purpose for this coffee. This past year, members of council and subcommittees of council have been working to look at what I would call our vision. The vision committee has been working this year to address our particular situation. Now, the situation is this. It's impacted, our situation has been impacted by things like the pandemic, it has been impacted by economics, it's been impacted by construction, and it's been impacted by a great mission that this church has and the size of the church that we have to do the work. So there are a number of factors that go into how we look at our vision. Now, this coffee is not like the coffee I usually attend on Thursdays with Jerry Lou and Jerry and Carolyn and Bob Abercrombie and Jill and Byron. We meet for coffee on Thursdays. But this coffee is not as, it can be social, but it's a little bit more than being social. On those Saturdays that I just mentioned, and they'll be advertised in the blast, those Saturdays are going to be set up in such a way that we need for you to devote at least 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours of your time on those Saturdays for conversations about our vision. And we're opening these Saturdays up to members, non-members. We're opening it up to youth. We're opening it up to staff members, anyone that would like to attend. And the purpose is to have dialogue and have conversation. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about that conversation. That conversation is going to be kind of directed through a protocol called the World Cafe. And if you want to know more about the World Cafe, it's you can go online, and it's called theworldcafe.com. And that kind of describes what the process will be on those Saturdays. Certainly, we're going to socialize a little bit, but we're also going to direct that conversation to our situation here at First United Church of Arvada. And the situation, I already mentioned, is impacted by a number of things. But the situation is, how do we move forward? So it's kind of like a new beginning. It's kind of like building a bridge. It's kind of like, it's kind of like coming up with the questions. The council and members of the Vision Committee have been working to look at answers. And I'm not sure we got there where we needed to go. So maybe what we need to do is spend some time on those 2 Saturdays looking at the questions that we have. And the questions then will help us determine what the answers are. So we're going to come up with some good questions in those 2 hours on the 14th and then again on the 28th. And remember, all are invited. And if there's anyone that you see in the or not seeing in the congregation today, just kind of spread the word a little bit. We're going to try to put out an RSVP. We'll have see if we can get pull together some Danish or pastries or something to go with that coffee. All right. Thanks so much.